And what is interesting is that apparently many facilitators actually are more on the introversion side. And what I hear often from coaches is that they would say, I'm not sure whether facilitation is really good for me because I'm introverted. And I think it's actually good for them because as an introvert, you have learned to listen better and you don't need the stage. And I think as an extrovert, it requires more self-control to really hold back, not to seek the attention from the group, not to be in the center of it. So if we speak of introversion, extroversion, this could be one thing, that it requires someone to really hold back, step back, listen, paraphrase, feedback to the group. I think facilitator to be successful has to be courageous to some extent. Because at the end of the day, groups need us because they realize that there's something they could achieve, but cannot achieve by themselves. So they're stuck. So they need someone to point out what's missing or to make the implicit explicit. And sometimes that's daring. And sometimes it requires us to say something that maybe challenge the group and we won't be necessarily liked for it. What is it according to you? What are the personality traits of a good facilitator?
Oh, wow. It reminded me of a story. I was thinking about an experience that I went through. So after I graduated, I really wanted to work for a big tech company, IBM. I'm going to put it out there. I had this dream I was going to work for IBM. And I went to their assessment day and I flopped and I got rejected. And years later, probably about 10 years into my career, just maybe a little bit more, I again had this thing inside of me. I wanted to be a consultant. I wanted to show that I could be a consultant. I wanted to know what it was all about. So I went along for an interview again with IBM. And the thing that really scared me was those group exercises where they get you all to form a group and give you a challenge and you've got to figure something out. Now, it just so happened that day, like everybody was really into the exercise. They were all talking away, lots of stuff happening. And I just happened to pick up the pen and there was a flip chart. And I just turned around to the group. I said, hey, like, shall I just capture some of the thoughts? And I did it also almost on autopilot. It wasn't something I intentionally did. I have to say, Miriam, the experience from that really gave me hope that introverts can do this because I got the job and there's a number of other stages to it. But that for me was the most scariest part. And I managed to get through because I had the pen and somehow managed to, like you say, hold the space and start to get a structured response from this challenge.
Beautiful story. And it reminds me, so the power of the pen holder. And I would like to pick up this example because for me, it also shows the difference between the consultant and the facilitator. The consultant has the pen and the monopoly over the pen. The facilitator distributes a pen to everyone.